Good morning, this is Tom, Negotiating with Jesus, doing my daily work. And what is this video? It's just proving that I'm going to do the work and see what happens. And so I watch all these tutorial videos. Palen Music Center video that I watched. Here's a good tutor. I'm not a tutor, I'm being tutored. So Palen Music Center, link in the description. He did a video on taking the triads that I'm learning and actually playing them in different areas, and to me it's still memorizing. So you have to know how to put a triad together, know where they're at. So I play in the key of C, and I know that this is the bar chord, key of C. But so key of C, then this is a bar chord. The A shape, the E shape, and the D shape, the D minor shape. So D minor, a D, drop down. Okay, so I'm working on the triads, and I need to get them to where I start actually putting them into songs. So this guy, Palen Music Center, had a really good video on how to go to different positions and play the different shapes of chords, and how to figure out how to use them for songs. He did different little tricks to give it some kind of, he called it some kind of melody. He had a word for it that I thought, oh, that's his word. He uses that all the time to describe this flavor that you add to chords. So I have to take the things I'm learning my kind of song today. So this guy did a video 1654, and his statement was, if you listen to a lot of music, you'll hear this pattern, 1654, or it was 1564, I don't recall, 1546, it doesn't matter. But if you use the numbering system, C is 1, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. That is, C is number 1 in the key of C, 1, and D is 2, E is 3, and 2 and 3 are always minored. So you play the A major, or C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished. That dreaded diminished chord, which I don't really care for, but I'm learning anyway. And I'll try and incorporate it at some point. A diminished, for goodness sakes. A diminished is an odd choice, but I'm sure they're out there. The normal choice is 1654. You write songs using the C, the F, the G, 145, and the A minor, the 6, which is a minor chord. You do that in almost any order, but if you're in the key of C, you keep coming home to C, which is the sound that is resolution. So today I'm going to do my exercises. So without even looking. So I've done this enough times now that I can do it without looking. But if you go to the tutors, they are blasting through this stuff as if they've done it 1,000 more times than me. Maybe 5,000. They have put the hours in where it just flows. So it's clear that the hours are the important thing. The hours of doing this and this muscle memory that you just can blast it out. You know where your C shape is. you don't get confused when you're doing your triads, and I do. C, D, E minors. So the C shape and the A minor shape. F, G, A, diminished, B diminished. B diminished. Where's another B diminished? Then practicing picking. I'm going to do that. It's clear to me, oh, one last thing. It's clear to me that the hours playing is what I'm lacking. Just really being obsessed and not putting my guitar down. Because I can put my guitar down. I can walk away, and that means I'm not going to be a great guitar player. I am content with good enough. So it's really an obstacle. That's my biggest fight, is against myself. The next thing is I do have songs because at different parts of my life, I was involved with people and finding a community or finding a couple people to play music with. That is a game changer. So early in my life, I learned to play the guitar with a couple other guys, and we started a band. And it was pretty terrible. We were beginners, and we sounded like beginners, but we became beginners who actually kind of knew how songs went. We started covering songs. We did not do Sabbath. Remembering Ozzy, we did not do Sabbath. We did. It was before Ozzy started. Now, it probably would have been in the time of Ozzy's solo career, but we learned songs. Then I had a long time where I started going to church, and I played music at church. So I continued to grow and playing music with others. It is the game changer, where you have the pressure and the enjoyment that you're playing with others. And then in the 90s, we started a Christian cover band. So there was a lot of great fun music. Jeff Moore in the Distance, Newsboys, we covered songs. And it was a great deal of fun. Playing with others, it is a game changer. So I watched a video. So that's my tip. Yeah. Find a buddy and start a band. It really does change. And playing, the past 20 years, I've played as a worship leader. I've played in front of people with a few other people in a band. That is something that takes you to a place where you have some amount of pressure, you have some amount of fulfillment. The great joy in music is playing the music with others and then getting to where you can play in front of somebody. That is just a game-changing kind of vision. But I was looking at, I watch all these videos to try and get that spark. This video I saw was a music attorney, and said you've got to start your own label so that you can copyright your songs. You have to have songs copyrighted. The trademark and copyright infringement, and in this era of AI bans, I have seen many videos on the Velvet Sundown now. And it's like, you got to be kidding me. They're writing songs with AI that are better in some ways than what I would come up with. And the people mock these songs because they sound like a computer generated them. But the truth is, these computer programs are going to become better and better, and I would like people not to give over this great joy to lifeless computers. I am not ever going to be in favor of transhuman living, that humans aren't central, integral to the good life. It needs to be yours. So let's keep playing music. I'm going to keep thinking about what it is to have a label. what it is if we're doing digital online stuff, how to find community here. I'm just trying to go down some road. Who knows where I'm going. So that's it, 10 minutes in. See you later.